Mike woke up from sleep and was confused on seeing himself in a train. Gabriella, a lady seating across Mike in the train, saw that Mike has woken up and immediately started talking to him. Gabriella was happy as she called Mike Sean and told him that she listened to his advice and broke up with her boyfriend. Hearing Gabriella call him Sean and even thanked him for the advice he gave her, Mike became even more confused. He told Gabriella that his name is Mike and that he is a US Air Force and that he didn't give her any advice, but Gabriella thought that he was joking and laughed. Mike looked around still confused and asked Gabriella where they were, but Gabriella found his question funny and told him that they are in a train. Just then, the train conductor came and told Mike to show him his ticket. Mike, who is still confused on how he got to the train, tried to explain to the train conductor that he don't have any ticket, but Gabriella brought out the ticket in Mike's pocket and gave it to the train conductor. After checking the ticket, the conductor left to check other passengers' tickets. Mike tried asking Gabriella where they are heading to, but Gabriella found his question ridiculous and asked him whether he is feeling sick and that he is acting wired. The train reached a stopping station and stopped. Mike, who was still trying to figure out how he got to the train, came out from the train while carefully looking around. Passengers who were stopping in the station all came down, and just then one of the passengers called another passenger who forgot his ticket and gave him the ticket. The passenger thanked him and left. Mike asked the passenger that just gave the other pass the ticket where they are, and the passenger told him that they are in Chicago. The train was about to leave, so Mike, who was becoming even more confused, went back into the train. Mike went back to Gabriella and told her that he wants to use the restroom and then left. In the restroom, Mike started to thinking hard, trying to remember boarding the train with Gabriella, but he couldn't remember anything. He looked at the mirror and saw another person in the mirror. He was shocked and looked clearly, but what he saw was himself in the body of another person. Mike became even more confused. He brought out the ticket, and when he looked at it carefully, he discovered that the face on the ticket is the same face that he is seeing on the mirror. Just then, Gabriella, who has become worried because of Mike's behavior, opened the door of the restroom. She called Mike Sean and asked him what is wrong with him, but Mike told her that he is not Sean and that the ticket doesn't even belong to him, but Gabriella didn't believe him. Mike became angry, and as he was trying to make Gabriella understand that he is not Sean, an explosive detonated and all the people in the train died. Mike woke up in a dark room feeling dizzy. A voice spoke to him through a communication device and told him to reply if he is hearing her. Mike replied the voice and asked her where he is. A screen in front of Mike lit up and Mike saw the lady speaking to him. Mike asked the lady where he is, but the lady called Angela ignored his question and asked him if he could remember her. Mike told her that he couldn't remember her and that the last thing he could remember is when he was on a mission with his squad, and that he woke up after that only to find himself in a train. Angela gave Mike a puzzle game to solve, and after solving the puzzle game, she asked Mike if he remembered her name, and Mike told her that he has remembered her name. Having remembered her name, Mike tried to ask her where he is, but Angela ignored his question and told him to find the person that planted the explosive in the train. Mike woke up again in the train, and Gabriella, who is seating across him just like last time, told him that she listened to his advice and broke up with her ex-boyfriend. Hearing her, Mike realized that he is back to when he woke up in the train last time. Everything that happened last time repeated exactly except when he altered. The train conductor came to him and asked him to show him his ticket just like last time, and Mike showed him his ticket. He started searching for who planted the explosive in the train just like Angela told him. When the train stopped in the station that it stopped last time, Mike came out scanning the people that are leaving the train to know if he could see anyone behaving abnormal, but he didn't. The guy that forgot his ticket forgot it again, and it was brought to him again just like last time, and while the ticket is being given to him, Mike observed them, but he didn't notice any abnormal behavior. When the train was about to go, Mike went back inside the train. He started observing the people in the train again, but he still didn't notice anyone behaving abnormal. He went inside the restroom and started searching the restroom because the explosion last time came from the restroom. After searching for some time, he opened the roof of the restroom and saw the bomb. Mike checked out the bomb and discovered that the bomb is detonated by a cell phone, so he went back where other passengers were and ordered all of them to bring out their cell phones. At first the passengers thought that he was joking, but when Mike started threatening them, they realized that Mike wasn't joking. One of the passengers tried to call the security, but Mike punched him, dislocating his jaw. Gabriella ran to the man comforting him and angrily asked Mike what was wrong with him. As Mike was trying to explain to what was happening to her, the bomb detonated and he died again. Mike woke up again and saw himself in the dark room again. Angela, who has been waiting for him, asked him if he has discovered who planted the bomb, and Mike replied her that he hasn't discovered the person. Mike, who is now getting angry by the way he was being sent back in the train, told Angela that he wants to know where he is and that he can recall being on a mission with his team members and that he wants to know the situation of his team. Hearing Mike, Angela started pitying him and told him that it has been 2 months since he went on the mission with his team members. Mike was confused how 2 months has already passed, but he was still waking up. But Angela told him that he needs to go back and find out who planted the bomb on the train and that they don't have time. She told Mike that the bombing of the train happened earlier in the morning and that what they're doing is sending him back in time into the body of one of the persons in the train so that he could help them find out who bombed the train. She told Mike that whoever bombed the train still has planned to bomb other places and that they could send people to go and stop the person if he can find whoever the person is. Mike was still confused how they were able to send him back in time, but Angela told him that he can only stay for 8 minutes in the past and then sent him back again. Mike woke up in the train again and everything that happened the last time started repeating itself again. Mike looked at Gabriella, who should be probably dead in the real timeline, and discovered that he has started liking her. Just then, Mike saw a man who looks nervous coming out from the restroom. Mike kissed Gabriella and told her to follow him, that he is having a bad feeling that something will happen in the train, and Gabriella followed him. He followed the man outside the train and told Gabriella to wait for him while he followed the man to the restroom in the station. The man noticed that Mike was trailing him and became afraid, but Mike took it that the man is the bomber and that is why he is acting strange. The man went outside and Mike followed him. The man told Mike to stop following him. But Mike told him that he wants to see his phone. The man refused to give Mike his phone and Mike started fighting the man. Gabriella, who saw Mike fighting the man, came and started separating them, but the man kicked Mike and he fell on the railway and was killed by a train. Mike woke up in the dark room again and told Angela that he saved a woman named Gabriella when he was in the past and that she should check whether she is still alive. Angela told him that everyone in train died earlier in the morning and that anything he does now will not change anything. Mike, who has clearly fallen in love with Gabriella, became sad on hearing that he can't change anything, but he didn't give up. He was sent back again and he asked an old woman who seemed to have network in her phone to borrow him her phone for a moment. Mike googled his name on the phone and discovered that he died 2 months ago with his team members while on a mission. Mike was shocked to hear that he has already died and started crying, but when Gabriella asked him what was wrong, he lied to her that he just remembered his friend who died 2 months ago. After 8 minutes, Mike woke up in the dark room again and became angry, telling Angela that he will not search for the bomber again until she explains everything to him. Angela and Dr. Titus, the doctor that made it possible for Mike to be able to go to the past, explained to Mike that he is indeed dead and that some part of his memory was still active, so they used it and created what they call a source code, and that he can only exist in the source code and can be sent to the past, and that he should take it as serving his country after death. Mike told them that he will help them find the bomber, but they have to promise him that they will terminate his remaining consciousness so that he will rest in peace, and Titus agreed. Mike was sent back and he started trying to take in every detail of the actions of the people in the train. The guy that forgot his ticket was given his ticket again, and when Mike followed him, he discovered that the man threw the ticket back into the train and left it. It was then that Mike realized that the guy was the bomber. He followed the guy and confronted the guy. The guy told him that his reason for killing people is because he wants to reduce the number of bad people in the world. Mike wanted to shoot him, but when he saw many bombs on the bus that the man was in, he stopped. The man quickly collected the gun from Mike and killed him and Gabriella, who has come to save Mike. Mike woke up in the dark room again and told Angela and Titus that he have found the bomber. He told them the name of the bomber and they quickly traced the man and arrested him on his way to plant another bomb. Mike told Angela to send him back again and terminate his consciousness after 8 minutes. Angela hesitated because she knew that Titus was just lying to Mike and that he will not terminate the source code, which was hard to create, but she took pity on Mike and sent him back. Mike took his time and saved all the people on the train and also expressed his feelings to Gabriella while waiting to be terminated. Angela waited for 8 minutes and terminated Mike's remaining consciousness, but Mike was shocked to see that he didn't vanish like he was expecting. He started living happily with Gabriella in that timeline and even sent a massage to Angela, who was also shocked to see that Mike didn't really die after she terminated his remaining consciousness. The end. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe and hit the notification bell for more videos like this. Thank you.